honors.
I don't care what you say, Hamilton. You ain't giving me enough time.
Time? Do you realize I've extended your loan twice in the past year and you're still 6 months behind?
So what? I'll make it up.
How? By spending most of your time in the saloon instead of behind a plow? By throwing your money away on liquor instead of buying seed and farm tools? Look at you, you're drunk right now.
Well, what if I am? It ain't none of your business.
It is where the bank's money is concerned.
Bank's money, none of... Don't hand me that stuff. You got plenty of money in this here bank. Difference does it make if I'm just...
There's no point in continuing this argument, Sam Elder. My mind's made up.
What do you mean?
You've left me no choice.
How much longer you gonna be, Pa?
I told you to wait outside.
Well, it's hot outside. Can't we go home?
As soon as I finish my business with the bank in my hand.
Our business is finished, Sam. Your boy might as well know it. I'm asking you to vacate your ranch. Foreclosure proceedings will start immediately.
No.
There's nothing else I can do.
No, you ain't gonna take my place.
Sam, listen to me. Perhaps if you stopped your drinking and got a job, then later on you could get your ranch back.
Get a job. Me? You want me to work for somebody else? No. Look, I got my own place and I aim to hold on to it. And if any of your bank people come around, I'll borrow me a gun and I'll blow their heads off. Come on. Wait. I'm warning you. I meant what I said. You ain't gonna take my place.
Sir. What was that all about, John? Lucas, you're lucky you're a rancher instead of a banker like me. Taking a man's place away from him is the last thing in the world I want to do.
Sam Elder's place?
I gave him every chance.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it.
Well, I'm sorry, too. Well now, Mark, what can I do for you?
I got $1 to put in my savings.
Fine, come on over here.
Somebody call the doctor.
Come on, Pa, get out of the street. Everybody's... When you wake up, you can sleep when you get home. Come on. Wake up. Pa, come on, you can sleep when you get home. Come on, Pa, let's go home. Please.
Tim, he's dead, son.
Oh, what are you talking about? He's all right. Wake up, Pa.
Tim, boy, look, son, it's no use.
Eh? But he just had a few drinks, and then he went to the bank.
You hear that, banking man? My pa's dead on account of you.
What's gonna happen to him now, Paul?
I don't know, son.
You know, you were talking about hiring on an extra hand for Brandon time.
That's right, I was, wasn't I?
Well, I hope he gets his money.
Wait a minute, Tim. You got any idea where you're going? What you're gonna do?
Well, I reckon I ain't really giving it much thought. I'll get a job someplace, I suppose. Got no money.
How about coming to work for me? Brandon time's coming up, and there's other things to be done. I could use a hand for a while.
Well, I don't know.
Of course, I couldn't pay you much. But if you save your money, I think it'll be enough to get you on your feet.
Well, it can't do no harm, I suppose.
Good. And Tim, how old are you?
18.
Well, that's old enough. You're a man now. You call me Lucas, huh?
All right, Lucas.
Well, that's enough for now, Tim. You want to ride into town with me?
Sure.
I'm going to check and see if that new bolt for my rifles come in yet. Then we can meet Mark when he gets out of school.
Good enough.
Let's wash up, huh? I've got to go over to the bank, Tim. You want to come with me?
I reckon not.
You know, seeing as how you got paid yesterday, it might not be a bad idea if you put your money into a savings account like Mark and I have. That is, if you haven't got something else you want to do with it.
I'll think on it.
Suit yourself. You go on in the store and ask Hattie if that gun part's coming. I'll be right back.
Sure. Oh, Miss Hattie.
I'll be with you in a minute, Tim.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, a new catalog just came in.
Oh.
What can I do for you, Tim?
Oh, Lucas McCain said he ordered a new bolt for his rifle. He was wondering if it'd come in yet.
Yeah, I think so. Go take a look.
Lucas, I can't do that. I have a responsibility to the depositors and to the bank directors. It's not my money, you know.
No, I realize that, John. But tell me something. How much is that ranch worth?
300, I'd say.
Oh, come on now, John. You couldn't get 200 for it. And the way auctions go sometimes, you might not even get that much.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Hold off on the auction, John. Tim Elder's doing a good job for me. He's earning his money. I think in time he'll be able to buy it himself. After all, John, his father's buried on that land. He ought to have it.
Aye. But suppose something happens. Suppose he doesn't work out.
Well, I've got $200 in my savings account that says he will.
Oh, no. I'll not have you risking your own money, Lucas. It's a fine thought,
But what, John?
I'll do it myself and I'll take the risk. Maybe to make me feel better about the whole thing.
Thanks, John.
Go on, get out of here, will you?
How do you know that new bolt's going to work on your rifle?
Oh, it'll work all right.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah?
My pa never taught me how to shoot a gun. I was wondering if you'd teach me.
What for?
Well, I ought to know how to protect myself.
You expecting some kind of trouble?
No, of course I ain't. But everybody ought to know how. Say I was out on the trail someday, I'd have to kill my food, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you're right there. But let me tell you something, Tim. If you learn how to use a gun, you're taking on a big responsibility for yourself and everybody around you.
Don't you worry about that. I know what you mean.
I don't own a handgun.
Well, that doesn't matter. I want to learn on a rifle like yours anyway.
Well, I guess that can be arranged. Let's go before we miss Mark.
Sure. How long did it take you to shoot like that?
A long time, Tim. A real long time with lots of practice.
Well, that's the way I want to learn.
Well, not yet. You're going to start single shot first. Here, let's see aim. Now, you hold a gun like that and squeeze the trigger and you land right flat on your back here. Get this elbow down. Support the front end. This one out. And rest the stock right into your shoulder. Yeah, well, that's better. All right, Mark, go set up those cans again, will you? Well, that's better, but you're still not taking enough time, Tim. Squeeze off your shots. Don't jerk the trigger.
Let me ask you something. Someday if I run across a rattler, you want me to take my time then? I mean, while I'm squeezing, he can be doing me a lot of damage.
Well, maybe so, but if you missed your first shot, he could do a lot more damage.
2 out of 4.
I'll get this elbow up and this one down.
That's all right.
You're getting onto it.
I'll set him up again.
No, hold it, son. That's enough for today. We've still got a ranch to take care of.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, here, I'll put it away.
All right.
Gee, he sure is doing good.
Yeah, he's coming along, son. Where's Tim, Mark?
I think he's washing up at the well.
You've been talking to him much the last few days?
Sure, we've been talking a lot.
His spirits seem any better?
Well, I think so.
You know, Mark, Sam Elder had a few faults, but nobody's closer to a boy than his father. It's going to be rough on Tim for a while.
Well, I sure am glad he's working with us.
Well, work's the best way to get your mind off your troubles.
Boy, am I hungry.
Sit right down, Tim, and dig in.
I could eat a pillow pony.
You're going to settle for some hot stew. Mind your manners, boy.
Well, thank you.
All right, Tim. Try again. Well, that's better. Only thing is, Tim, cradle that stock in your shoulder, you see? Get this elbow up, see? Try one more. Hold it. Well, you're sure eating in a hurry. You got someplace to go?
No, I mean, well, you know what night it is.
Night? Yeah, it's Saturday night. That's supposed to mean something?
Well, it's the last Saturday in the month.
So?
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's payday.
Oh, you were joshing me.
You know, Tim, I asked you before what you were going to do with your money. I know a man's affairs are his private business, so I'm just going to say I hope you're saving it.
Yeah, I got it all.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to put it in a bank where it'd be safe?
No.
Well, why not? That's what we do.
No, I don't want nothing to do with no bank.
What have you got against the bank, Tim?
You want me to give them my money after what they did to my pa?
Well, you can't blame the bank for that.
Oh, I can't, huh? You know as well as I do, that man in there, that John Hamilton, he'd as well have taken a gun and shot my pa in the back.
Now, wait a minute, boy. Now, listen to me, Tim. John Hamilton was just doing his job. What happened to your father wasn't his fault. Look, son, if it's bothering you that much, why don't you go in and see John? Have a talk with him. Clear the air.
No, I ain't going near John Hamilton. At least not yet. And when I do, it's not going to be to have a talk, it's going to be with a gun.
When you do that, boy, you wind up flat on your back.
Well, we'll see. Don't forget, I'm getting pretty good with that gun of yours. After all, you taught me, and you're the best.
Think he meant that about Mr. Hamilton?
Well, if he did, son, he's in for a surprise. And we've just been wasting our time.
You gonna let him go?
No, I can't do that, Mark. He needs us more than ever now. I guess I'm just beginning to realize it. You start cleaning up the dishes, huh, boy?
If you've come to pay me off, I'll understand.
Well, I didn't come for that. Still a lot of work to be done around here, and I'll still need you. I came to tell you there'll be no more shooting lessons. You know enough now to protect yourself. But that's all you know.
Well, we'll see.
Someday, Tim, when you get your own gun, I hope you use it wisely. I'd hate to think I taught you any other way. Or for any other purpose.
Sure.
You're not as good as you think you are. Listen to me, will you, Tim? About John Hamilton.
In there at the table, you said a man's private affairs are his own business.
That's right, I did, but you're going to hear me out anyway. Now, Monday morning, turn around and listen to me. Monday, I'll be out with the cattle most of the morning. In the afternoon, I'm going in to see John, and you're coming with me. There's something you ought to know, boy.
What?
You come with me and you'll find out. And when you do, I hope it'll change your thinking some.
Ain't nothing's gonna do that.
Like you said, we'll see. Good night.
Anybody home? Lucas?
Howdy, Miss Hattie.
Oh, my gracious. You scared me half to death, Tim Elder. Tim? Where is that boy? Tim!
Can I help you out, ma'am?
Oh, no, thanks.
Oh, Lucas is off with the herd.
Well, I didn't come to see Lucas. You're the one I want. I had to go by Ned Carter's place, leave him some seed. You know, his missus has been sick, and so he couldn't come in to get it. Oh, here it is. So I thought I might just as well drop by and bring you this. It's the receipt for those 2 rifles you ordered. They came in this morning.
Well, do you have them with you now?
They're right back there. Lift them out.
Oh, Tim, you still owe me $4 for them.
Well, I've only got 3 right now, ma'am. Could I pay you one a little later?
Oh, sure, that'll be all right.
Thank you.
What are you going to do with them things? You going hunting?
Yeah, I'm going hunting.
Well, don't blow your head off.
Tim! Yo, Tim! Hamilton, come out here! Hamilton!
Yes, Tim?
I'm gonna kill you. Right here in the street, just like you did my pa.
Tim, surely you can't think I'm responsible for your father's death.
No, you can't talk me out of it.
I don't carry a gun, Tim.
Well, I bought one for you. Know how to use it?
I'll not fight with you.
Wait! I'm gonna back up to the middle of the street, and then I'm gonna shoot. So you just better be ready.
All right, hold it, Tim.
Lucas, talk some sense into this boy's head.
Stay out of this. This is my affair.
Drop your rifle, Tim.
This is not your business.
Drop it, I said.
Now, Hamilton.
I said you were a man, but I was wrong. You're nothing but a stupid boy. You're too blinded by hate to see any of the good around you.
I only do...
You'd have killed him, you'd have killed the best friend you ever had.
What are you talking about?
John, you want to tell him?
No.
Now, you listen to me, son. You can't go around using people like this. And I want you to see something. John, will you come here? Now, you watch this boy, and you mark it well. Get over there. John.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
I taught him last year when the bank opened. He could have killed you easy, boy.
Let me tell you something, son. When you've got business with a man, whether it's banking business or killing, you best know something about the man before you stick your neck out.
I'm aboard, Tim.
Lucas, I know I was wrong all along. I'm sorry.
Well, Tim, it takes a man to admit his mistake.
Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Don't you worry. Now that I got the ranch back, I'll make it pay you back every cent.
Well, you haven't got it back yet, Tim. You'll be working for John till you're 21. Then it'll belong to you.
Well, the way I look at it, it's as good as mine right now.
Hop aboard, son.